Hey guys, and welcome to Paul's Maths Labs, and today we're going to be looking at a little bit of an introduction to Pythagoras Theorem. Okay, so Pythagoras was a Greek mathematician, and basically he said that for any right angled triangle, he said the two shorter sides squared, if you add them up together, they will give you the longer side squared. Okay, so if we're just going to quickly name our two shorter sides, so let's have this short side as B, and let's have this other short side as A and B, and we'll call the long side C. Okay, now the long side is always going to be opposite of the right angle, and if you know the right angle is there, the long side is there. Okay, so basically what he said is that A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. So the shorter side plus the other shorter side squared, they equal to the longer side squared as well. So he basically said that if you want to work out what the longer side is, which is just C, it's not C squared, which is C, he said it will be the square roots of the A squared plus the B squared. Okay, so that's what Pythagoras Theorem found out, and that only works for any right angled triangle. Okay, so it helps us to be able to find the longest side. Okay, and you could also rearrange it to find the shorter sides as well. Okay, so you can also rearrange it to find the shorter side. So who knows what the longest side of a triangle, of a right angled triangle, is called? It's called the hypotenuse. Okay, so I'm just going to put here longest side to find the longest side. Then now if you want to find the shorter side, you can rearrange your equation or your formula and can get basically C squared, or the longest side, take away any of the shorter sides depending on what short side you're trying to find. So let's say we're trying to find B, so you'd have take away A squared is equal to B squared. Okay, and then B would be equal to the square roots of C squared take away A squared. Okay, and vice versa if you're trying to find the other shorter side, A. So if you're trying to find out what A is, you'll just replace the A here with a B, and replace that with a B, and replace that with an A. I'll just do it on the side for you actually, just to make things a little bit easier for you. So it would be C squared take away B squared is equal to A squared. Okay, and the square root of that, don't know what my square root sound looks like, C squared take away B squared is equal to A. Okay, and that's for the other shorter side. Okay, but it doesn't really matter too much. That's just all you need to know, is that when calculating the shorter side, you're basically going to be doing the longer side squared take away whichever short side that you have. Okay, but remember, to find the longest side is the two short sides squared, and you add them together, and that will give you the long side squared, and then you have to square root that. Okay, but anyway, I'll be doing a video where I go through some examples of this, but this was just a little bit of an introduction to Pythagoras' theorem and what he basically found out and what he said. Okay, well, thank you guys very much for tuning in, and I hope to teach you guys later.